another Kerekt Konversation. I have the privilege of interviewing a dear friend of mine who is the bass player of an amazing heavy metal band called Steel Panther. My friend Lexxi Foxx is about to go on tour tomorrow in Europe once again, selling out Wembley Stadium. These guys are killing it, and
we get to go on an airplane too. Cool.
That's right. When you fly to Europe, you go on an airplane. Thank you, Lexxi, so
You're
much.
welcome. It's good to see you again, Toni.
Nice to see you too. I want to talk to you about how you live a consciously proactive, preventative lifestyle amongst this rock and roll world. So the first question I'd like to ask you is...
break that down.
Yeah, what did you eat growing up as a child? I mean, what was the dinner time fare on the table?
Well, I guess people say that I stayed at my mom's boob for a long time, so I ate a lot of, I had a lot of milk, and because it was hard to get away from, my mom, and my mom had me when she was younger, so it was really, so I didn't want her to go, so I just kept my face on her boob a lot, and so I had milk for a while, and then I remember I just had food, I had a lot of times we would have dinner and there'd be meat and stuff like that, and then I would have potatoes, and sometimes on special days we had spaghetti.
Amazing. So you had a very typical, besides the milk idea, typical American diet. All right, Lexxi, let me ask you this. If you had to choose one of these three words that you decided to take control of your adult life once you moved out of the house, what would be the one?
I still live with my mom. What do you mean?
Oh, you do?
This is my bedroom, but I didn't tell. Okay, I know what you're saying now. Just you can ask me.
Okay, I guess maybe once you were older and able to move around on your own accord, what would you say was the first word that you took control of your life? Was it body, mind, or spirit?
Definitely. I wish there was another one called looks, but I guess that would fall under body. So I would have to do body because this is my body, and I want it to look as good as I possibly can. And I always said to myself, it doesn't matter what's on the outside, what's on the inside. It's on the outside because that's what people see. And so I guess I would have to say body because you only gave me those three.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome.
What age was that you understood you needed to take care of that body?
Well, it was probably when I moved to LA, and we had just not when we signed her, right when I first started playing out, and I wanted to look foxy, and I noticed that the food I was eating wasn't good for me, and I realized myself I have to do something about this, because I wasn't eating healthy, and I knew that, and I wanted to look good, and I wanted to be able to take my shirt off, So I would just, I would eat, but then I was smart about it. I threw it up afterwards so that it wouldn't stay in my system. I would try to do that, and people say that's not healthy either. But it keeps you skinny, it keeps you, so you can see bones and stuff.
Do you remember the age?
I was probably around 23. That was a while ago. I was probably around 23. Yeah, something like that.
All right, so since you were about 23 and you decided that your body and your image was the most important thing, can I ask you, what was the catalyst that got you to decide, to focus on your body? Was it a person? Was it reading new information? Did you get an ailment or a disease?
What's a catalyst?
Catalyst is the impetus.
Still don't know.
Okay, let's try another word. Not catalyst, not impetus. Okay, what was the motivation behind making that choice?
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what it was. It was I like to look at pictures of myself, and
like the ones we have?
Yeah, here and over there and here. Well, and so one time I saw a picture that didn't look bitchin', It didn't. It looked like I could only wear black so long to look skinny, and I was like, I want to do something to change, being not being able to see cheekbones or elbow definition or things like that, or my chest plate. I want to be able to everybody to see that a lot, and my hips. And if there's gook in there in your body, then you want to get rid of that. And I noticed by pictures, so I have to say, what did you ask? What was it?
You answered it.
Okay.
Lexxi, you did so well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let me ask you this question. That was amazing. I like the idea that you wanted to get the gook the gook out of your body.
Yeah.
If you had to choose one word to describe your relationship with your health, what would that word be?
My relationship with my health. Right. My relationship would be like with my health. Probably not great, because on top of that, with drugs, and I've slowed down on drugs a lot too, because for a while I would use. Will I get in trouble if I say that? I won't, because can't prove that. I could be lying to the police.
You could.
Okay, so when I was doing coke a lot, that would keep me slim and trim and whatever, and then I would take drugs to go to sleep at night, and so there was all kinds of just things, but I realized I had to get off that. So my relationship with what word would be probably not as healthy as I probably should be right now.
Well, if you had to choose one word
to
describe that,
one word would be to describe what is confusing. Because I know I look good on the outside, but I don't know, because I can't see inside. Even though sometimes people say I have my head up my ass, but I really can't see my insides though. That's just like a made up word.
Amazing. I love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So, Lexxi, if you could choose anybody in the entire world and they would be your personal life coach, who would that person be?
Probably my personal life coach would probably be like Cindy Crawford or Christy Turlington, like bitchin' model like that, because then they would, they would always say, hey, if you want to look good, then here's how you do it. So if I had to pick one, probably Cindy Crawford.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the resemblance.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've done well there. If that's your.
Well, I like Farrah Fawcett a lot, but.
Yes. This is awesome. Thank you, Lexxi.
Mm-hmm.
If time, money, or skill, if any one of those three things were not an issue to you, you had all the time, you had all the money, and you were talented at everything, what would you like to implement into your life to add to your healthy lifestyle right now?
I would like to ride motorcycles. But I never was, because as a kid I was always scared, that I would hurt something. But I think that I would like to do that, I would really like to get into riding motorcycles, because I've always been scared of them, because they go so fast. I think I would like to add that, if I didn't have. And I would also like to do more modeling, I guess, not always have to have a bass in front of me. Do things like that.
Do things that you're afraid of.
Yeah, I get over things like that, yeah. And because we do fly in airplanes a lot, I'm always really, really, really scared, so I take a lot of drugs to get passed out. And I'd like to maybe not do that, maybe not take so many drugs because it's unhealthy,
Yes, that's a good call.
Mm-hmm.
What age do you feel, Lexxi?
What age do I feel?
Yes.
I feel like sometimes when I look at myself and I know that I'm really good and you did everything good, I feel like I'm probably like 35, even though I'm a lot older. I don't like to talk about my age, but maybe 35-ish. Yeah, I want to say that. I don't know why, it just jumps out at me.
Okay, 35. And of the things that you know now about implementing a consciously proactive preventative lifestyle, what do you wish you would have known then?
Just know more ways to make my health, my hair health, more healthy, and to have a good complexion and not always have to put makeup on it. And I guess there's different ways, or there's foods you can eat or things like that people say science, that you can, have certain things that you don't have to have makeup all the time. You don't have to cover so many things up if you're naturally beautiful.
Well, I am sitting right here and your skin is stunning.
Thank you very much. But I appreciate that. But there's age spots and there's things that are underneath there. Maybe from the way I did eat, or maybe from all the milk and toast and stuff that I had eaten when I was a kid, and butter, that make you look older. And, there's just, maybe it would be nice not to. Maybe if I could, maybe not wear so much makeup all the time, even when I go to sleep.
Well, I think you'd probably look very beautiful without makeup.
Well, I appreciate that, Toni. I think you're beautiful too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to end our Kerekt Konversations with this last question.
Okay.
If you were an author of a famous quote on health, what would that quote be if Lexxi Foxx wanted to let everybody know?
I guess mine would be if I was an author, I would. That's not when you do movies. It's a book thing, right?
Total book
I would make
pages.
I would name my book "How to Look and Feel Bitchin'."
Really? You think you might write that?
Well, I don't spell good, but I know that, and I'm not saying that to be mean to myself. That people tell me I don't spell good, so I would probably tell somebody if I wanted to do a book, and then they would write down everything that I would say. That's a smart way to do it, I think, for me.
Well, I have to say, I think you look and feel bitchin'.
Well, thank you, Toni. I think you're bitchin'. You're hot.
I want to thank you for joining us for another Kerekt Conversation with my amazing friend Lexxi Foxx. Thank you so much. Can I kiss?
Go kiss. Did you get that? I guess.
Yeah, one more time. Good.
Bye.
Okay, that was a fun kiss.